Hello Exiles. So, instead of playing some OP build to farm a mirror, I decided to roll for a random build and let RNG decide my fate. Well, it gave me a skill I had never heard of before. The first thing I did was check how many people use this skill, and it looks like we ended up with a good pick. I want to give a shout out to this guy for the Build Roulette and the idea. He has some different rules in his videos, like choosing an ascendancy too, but I will just pick a skill and choose the rest of the setup myself. The plan is to farm a mirror, so I need to get this character into high-end farming strategies and make it uber viable if possible. Anyway, after some research and testing, this is what I am going to do. Elementalist Life Stacker. This new unique item gives us a lot of damage based on our life, which means I will be stacking as much life as possible to deal high fire damage. Since the damage type is fire, we can use Elementalist to ignite enemies, get big shock effect, and stack golems. By the way, I am on a different account with very few inventory space, so I need to manage my inventory and also complete the atlas again. And as you can see, I am leveling with Firestorm. You really can't start with Cleave while leveling a witch, so I will simply finish the axe using this skill. Nice gem. I don't even need to get currency from here, because I have a different plan for early currency. And the axe are done. As a first-time Firestorm player, I think I did a good job with it. And now, I will start using Cleave, but before that, I want to show you what I did to get some early currency. The new breach. It looks like people buy the low-level womb gift for a good amount of money, so while I was leveling, I ran some breach to farm enough currency to get started. Let's go shopping. 6 link with high maximum life. I need as much life as possible since that will be my base damage. This unique ring will spread our ignite for better clear. Grey Wind. Unique belt for better ignite damage. Gloves with life and resistances. Ring with same stuff. And lastly, high-level Cleave gem. This is how my tree looks. Let's see how the skill feels like. Honestly, the clear speed does not look bad at all. I was expecting much less from a low play rate skill, but I think we can make this work. Another item I wanted to buy is this new Foulborn item. It gives increased damage over time for every point of life we have, which means we can scale all of our damage simply by having more life. The thing is, this shield is very expensive, and I can't afford it right now. It will definitely be the next big upgrade when I have the currency, but for now, I will be using a rare shield with life. Let's finish the last lab. Good. And as always, here is a lucky drop before completing maps. I can get a few upgrades with this. First, new amulet. New grafts. This one will give us 20% more damage, and the other one will help with defenses. New helmet. And a new shield. I have more than 5,000 life now, and the damage is very strong against these bosses. So, after getting the first 2 void stones, this build feels strong enough to handle the other 2 as well. I only need to complete unique maps right now, so I will get those and then try the last 2 bosses. To make it affordable, I will farm the fragments and run the invitations. Well, I usually buy carries for these bosses, so taking them down myself feels quite satisfying. What is that? I guess we are on a winning streak today. And now, the Atlas is complete. I have all the points I need, and it is time to start some budget farming strategy. I'm not sure what this skill can farm efficiently, so I'll try out a few different strategies to see what is best for us. I'll start with Expedition. I heard that builds with Proliferate can farm this well, which is why I'm giving it a try. And after a couple of maps, I found out that this strategy is not good for someone that just got out of maps. My clear is very good for this strategy, but because of this Scarab, it's very hard to clear these maps. I still wanted to farm it, so I simply placed the explosion further to make it easier. An Exalt altar. Haven't got one of these in a while. Not the best results, but this should help with the next upgrades. I did around 40 maps, and got a couple divines, which should be enough. Foulborn Wrathpith. Kinda expensive, but it will be worth it. Khaim's Heart. This item will give me a lot of life, and this helmet will give me a semi-6 link, so I will not lose any damage. With these upgrades, I can remove damage nodes from my tree and get more life. Red Dream Jewel. This will bring my total life to 10,000. With these upgrades, my damage more than doubled, and I can farm Expedition a lot easier. I think I can farm most tier 16 strategies with the current setup, so I will stop spending money on random upgrades. I didn't calculate how much currency I was making, but it didn't feel like much, so I will change my farming strategy. The next strategy will be Harvest. I thought this farm would work well with my build since it doesn't require much clear speed and it is pretty fast to run. I'm not really a harvest enjoyer, but farming a single currency and selling all of it at once sounds really good. After checking how much I was making, it wasn't that great. I think my boss damage is a bit low, which made these maps take quite a while. I think I made around 20 to 30 divines from farming these, but it will not be enough for my goal, so I will move on to the next strategy. I tried a lot of different strategies, and they all brought me back to strongboxes. But this time, we will farm it in tier 16.5 maps, and without using a containment Scarab. I chose to farm them in Toxic Sewer maps because the layout is very good for a build like mine, and it can drop ziggurat maps. In just 20 maps, without even getting any divine orbs, I made around 14 divines. This is very good, and with this extra currency, along with what I have left, I can buy a headhunter. The best mapping belt, even though it doesn't help that much for a build like mine. I forgot to mention earlier, but Red Dream Jewel works even on resistance tattoos, so I bought some for extra life. Now that I have a headhunter and a solid farming strategy, I can just run this for a couple of hours and make a lot of currency. I also made some changes to my strategy, like adding these nodes to my atlas. It might look bad since strongboxes drop corrupted maps, but people actually buy them for only slightly less than the uncorrupted ones. Here are the results from another 20 maps. With better drops, I can even make up to 20 divines. And if you are as lucky as I was, it can sometimes reach 30 divines, as you can see here. The profit is quite random, but from my testing, it averages around 15 to 20 divines. I farmed this strategy for around 12 hours. I won't show all the stuff I got, but these two are the best ones. Yes, I got 2 Hinekora locks. For ethical reasons, I won't be using them in this series, but it's still exciting to see such items drop. I don't want to farm a mirror in a single episode because there are still things I want to do with this build. So, after selling everything I got, along with the headhunter, I can buy the best belt in the game. Mageblood. This belt costs around half a mirror, and I think this is a good place to end this episode. Starting from complete zero knowledge about the skill and life stacking, I believe I did a good job making it work. I have some plans for the next episode, but I'm still undecided about using the Mageblood or selling it and going back to Headhunter. Let me know what you guys think. I hope you enjoyed the video and found it helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more. I'll catch you in the next one.